it. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Thank you. Welcome to Good News Week. And the big news? Forget death and taxes. There are only two things you can be sure of in this country. As long as Australia exists, the boats will never stop coming and people will never stop whinging about it. Our beloved Prime Minister has moved to soften Labor's position on asylum seekers on the grounds they don't own any minds. Kevin Rudd says he won't engage in a race to the bottom. Whose bottom? Does Channel 7 News know about this bottom? Kevin has come up with a new strategy. Grant all refugees immediate citizenship on one condition. They vote Labor. But you can tell these people are genuine. After all, life has to be pretty bloody bad if you're trying to escape racism by coming to Australia. Each year, Australia receives about 13,000 refugees who join the 22 million people already living here. Clearly, we're being swamped by foreigners in the same way Tony Abbott is being swamped by support. The opposition leader is reinstating John Howard's Pacific solution, which involves detaining refugees on small islands. But to do that, he'll have to adopt a climate change policy that ensures there'll still be small islands to detain the refugees on. If he doesn't, we'll soon have another wave of boat people coming from those same islands he was hoping to put the first boat people on. This is actually Pacific Solution 3. Pacific Solution 2 was Ivan Milat on a jet ski. Pacific Solution 3 is quite simple. We tow them away and use the Pacific to wash our hands. Abbott has vowed to turn back the boats. It's the same policy that's been working so well for Israel. But he doesn't stop there. He took the debate to a whole new level with this little gem.
Only real action will stop illegal immigration. We've got to take stronger measures now.
Tony clearly has a point. Look at the size of that boat. Look at the size of the boat. That's an enormous boat, ladies and gentlemen. Just 2 of the refugees from that boat could fill Tasmania. And people are worried. People are worried. They don't care about asylum seekers anymore. They want direct action to stop the big red arrows getting in. Rudd said Abbott's campaign was built on a rolled gold bucket of fear. When asked what that meant, Kevin responded that not only was the answer obvious, but the very question itself was based on a burnished bronze bathtub of ignorance. If you're interested, this Sunday is the beginning of Refugee Week with the theme Freedom from Fear. But if they want freedom from fear, they won't find it here. We've got it by the rolled gold bucket load. And that's the good news.
It's Good News Week. Someone dropped a bomb somewhere, contaminating the atmosphere and blackening the sky. It's Good News Week. Someone found a way to give the rotting dead the will to live, go on and never die. It's Good News Week. It's Good News Week. It's Good News Week.
Thank you, good evening. All right, settle down. Thank you, good evening. Tonight, because a queen can never have too many birthdays. Her Ladyship Claire Hooper. Stand-up monster, host of the Gruen Transfer and bringing willful misconduct to the Comedy Store in Sydney from the 1st of July, the Dark Prince, Will Anderson. And singer, actor, Halloween costume, the true star of NCIS, Pauley Perrette. And they're storming the palace of the warrior king, Mikey Robbins. She's a commentator on Network 10's 1HD. She's just back from India, and she now has an award named after her. The defender of the netball faith, Liz Ellis. Yeah. And the winner of Best Show at this year's Melbourne International Comedy Festival with a new CD on iTunes called Sticky Digits, Sammy J. How are you?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
I'm all right.
Good, yeah.
You enjoying Australia?
Yeah, I am actually.
Have you been here for a while?
I have been here for a few days, never been here before, and I'm having a very good time. And I've played with a koala and a kangaroo, so...
Be honest, the koala does smell just a little bit of urine.
Every time I said I was going to see a koala, I was so excited, and every single person in this entire country went, they smell.
Yeah.
They also piss on people a lot.
Yeah. And aren't they riddled with chlamydia? So they're pretty much like John Mayer.
Other than that, they're very cute.
Yeah, no, they were great.
And how was the kangaroo? You met a kangaroo?
It was
as well?
a little baby, yeah, a little
Joey?
baby kangaroo, yes. And I held it, and then I held it some more, and then the guy came over and said, "Can I have my kangaroo back?" And I said, "No." And I kept
They're gorgeous, aren't they, though? They're gorgeous.
I played golf last week on a course where there was kangaroos, and I hit one. And I didn't...
With the club?
No, I wish it had stood on the green because I'm not a very good golfer. But there was all these kangaroos at this course, and they were beautiful. And I was like, oh, they're lovely, but they're sort of on the fairway. And I never hit the ball in the fairway, and it went in the fairway. And I felt like I'd killed Skippy. It was awful. It was an awful...
You killed it as well?
I did.
Well, yeah, she hit it with her golf ball and then ran it over with the cart.
No, it was just an awful moment. I could see the ball going towards it.
If it's any consolation, it would have hit you first if you could just hold on to the golf club.
Skippy could play golf with those little dead hands.
Skippy was one of the most beloved, I suppose, performers on television, and it was in fact a kangaroo.
Did you kill him too?
Unfortunately, after Skippy's show got cancelled, he did a lot of blow and ended up doing porno in Canberra and overdosed.
It happens to all of us, yeah.
Will, how are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. Although I had something happen to me. I'm doing some shows at the Comedy Store in Sydney, and I rang them up to say, are they selling any tickets? And someone actually used this expression that I didn't think anyone actually used. They said, they are selling like hotcakes. So apparently you can buy tickets to my show at McDonald's before 10:30.
How long's the run for?
Well, until people stop buying tickets, I'll keep doing it.
Oh, OK.
Yeah.
So it could go forever?
Oh, I mean, if people want to come, I'll keep doing it. Yeah, I have a really big mortgage and no other skills.
Actually, Will, you do have another skill, because you've been sporting that haircut since around about late last year. You're the first person I've seen wear that haircut since the 80s. And I was walking in today, and every second bloke has what I believe guys are going into barbers and asking for a will.
Yeah, that's right. People are ripping off my haircut unless those people are Morrissey.
Wait, hang on a second. We just met, and I swear to God, earlier, when I just met him, he did every single word to a Vanilla Ice song from beginning to end. I'm not kidding. He did. It was flawless, too.
Thank you.
So is it really Morrissey?
Well, I mean, it's Morrissey meets Ice.
Okay.
To get you out of this tricky situation, that's yours, yeah? NCIS, season 6.
I can't see it. I'm looking at the edge. I thought it was his. Yes, that's us.
That's you?
Yeah.
Is that just out? Is that why it's...
Yeah, Thursday. It just came out, yeah. Right. Last Thursday.
Is it good?
Season 6.
How's it compare with the first 5 seasons?
The minute that something comes out new and you're in a country promoting it, it is the best DVD that has ever been put out. No, it's a good one. Season 6 was great. You guys are in season 7. You're not that far behind us here.
I'm in season 7?
Yeah, well, we can't put out the DVD for season 7 before you've seen it yet.
Right.
That would make, then why would you watch? Yes, it's great.
Exactly.
Because we're obsessed with you.
That's not creepy.
No. Yeah, that could be the creepy stuff I was talking about. That could be creepy.
This isn't even a TV show.
Basically, Paul and Will and I have just paid for this whole thing just to...
You know, some weird stuff has been happening since I got here. So funny enough, I believe you.
I just got stuck in your dressing room. I was just stuck in the cupboard. I was trying to get out.
You were like the guy with the broom and
yeah.
the... Yeah, weird.
Janitor's cap.
Yeah, weird.
How are you, Ellis? How are you?
I'm well.
What are you up to? Just back from India.
Yeah, got back from India just recently. Went to film some stories in Delhi for the Commonwealth Games, which are in September, which Pauley will be all over, Commonwealth Games. It's all right, look blank, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. In the meantime, the netball season's kicking along beautifully. The Swifts are going well and...
Does the netball season kick along? Is that the right...
What's a netball?
Exactly, what is a netball? You have the world champion.
That's like a studio and TV word, like you have to go to like a party with your network to me.
Can you explain what netball is? Can anyone explain what netball is?
Not I.
To the uninitiated.
To the uninitiated?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, it's good. And...
delicious. Sounds delicious.
It is delicious. It's sort of crunchy on the outside, chewy on the inside. There's 14 girls prancing around in skirts.
there's the good bit, yeah.
and it's on Network 10, so we're all happy. I mean, that makes us happy. And 1H10.
So it's net 10 ball.
Excellent. Excellent. Do you want to play?
Oh, yeah. Sammy J.
Yeah.
Good to have you back.
Thank you. I've never played netball.
Oh,
I sort of, I was in the cross-country team at school because I couldn't play anything else, so they just made me run like Forrest Gump for years. Just run.
And was it difficult terrain you were running through?
Yeah, up, down, flat.
Right.
I can't run, so it was all difficult.
And this is yours, I take it? This is your little offering to the world?
I think you'll find the combined sales of NCIS DVD and Sticky Digits gastronomical. It's amazing. They're really just incredible.
Together, it's like a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah.
If there was something else I could put up here, we'd have a triumvirate of wonder, wouldn't we? Oh, wait a second. Here's something from last week. That's gonna conquer the world, ladies and gentlemen, right there.
It's a box set.
The box set. Get them all together. Anything we would know on this, Sammy?
I think track 12, the fingering song, is one that's taken off in the schoolyard, I think.
All right, let's start the show. The dance begins with What's the Story, Claire? Will Pauley have a taste of this?
Yeah.
Somebody's sucking something.
All right. Yep. He's a Cold Stone Creamery. That is the liposuction from Matt Preston.
Which coincidentally is the highest calorie drink you can consume.
Yeah. Matt Preston sweat.
I won't hear a word against Matt Preston.
I love Matt Preston.
I love Matt Preston.
I didn't mean to accidentally be part of a joke against him. I love Matt Preston.
God.
Who?
How dare you? Leave our country now. Oh, you've had your good times now, Pauley. Matt isn't a phenomenon in your country?
What? Who? No,
Matt.
seriously.
Oh, really? Oh, he's a fellow that does a show over here called Master Chef. He's like a cool man.
You have to see. You got to call him Master Chef.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt Preston. That's his alias.
Yeah.
His given name is Master Chef. I know that much.
They were this good when they were looking for the weapons of mass destruction as well. So do we know what it is?
Yeah, the American Ice Creamery.
I've seen it. Never been in there. I don't eat ice cream, but I have seen that.
You don't eat ice cream?
No, I don't like ice cream.
How could you not like ice
You
cream?
will never be a friend of Matt Preston.
It's cold.
So what else do you hate? Christmas and ponies?
Rainbows and puffy cloud, but I love baby kangaroo.
All right, what if I gave you a baby kangaroo, but I stuffed its pouch with ice cream?
How do you think the baby kangaroo would feel about that?
Cold.
That's my point. Exactly.
Yeah, so they came up with this shake, which is the highest calorie shake in the world. It's the equivalent of eating 68 rashers of bacon.
Oh, this is for real?
This is for real. This is,
Okay, well, I'm with him.
Yep. And basically, you drink this thing, and at the bottom, if you get to the bottom, on the bottom it says, "Congratulations, you now have type 2 diabetes."
And you're freezing.
I loved about this story, though, they were saying in there that, because it has cookies and cream, it has ice cream, it has peanut butter.
Yeah, that's what amazed me, peanut butter.
But they said you can order it with skim milk if you'd like.
Sounds like something Elvis would eat.
Actually, the shake that killed Elvis.
They do have it, ladies and gentlemen. 10 points to take them into the game. A thick shake from Cold Stone Creamery, which contains 8,400 kilojoules, has been voted this year's worst drink in America. Worst drink or the best? Men's Health magazine said drinking this catastrophe is like slurping 68 strips of bacon. But Cold Stone refute the claim, saying their 68 strips of bacon shake taste completely different. The peanut butter and chocolate shake is called the PB&C, and it will make you immensely fat. Even more so if you're allergic to peanuts. To put the shake's 8,400 kilojoules in perspective, the average Australian woman should consume less than that a day. To put that in perspective, the average American woman eats an average Australian woman between meals.
No, it's okay. I will take that as a compliment because you just said that I'm not an average American woman.
There is some big
That's what you
people,
really
isn't
said.
there, in America? There's like some fat people in America, right?
Actually, Will, we shouldn't speak because we've just overtaken them. I mean, very, very slowly. in terms of the now per capita, we are more obese than America.
We are more obese than America.
Australia! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
You know what I did notice about America when I was there was that a lot of the... This is going to sound really bad.
Well, I am
Hopefully
still...
all
I
my
am
mates-
sitting here. Just
No,
so
you are
guys
here.
know.
OK, before I say this, what side of America do you reside on, east or west?
I live on the west, but I'm bi.
Excellent. Excellent. OK, so but what I was...
Bi-coastal.
They're a saucy audience tonight.
I'll tell you what,
That's all I need to know.
yeah, hiring this studio is worth every cent.
Mikey, Liz, Sammy,
Yes, sunshine?
get behind.
OK. Oh, hello. Hello. How are you?
Puppies. Oh, I love puppies.
Look at that. Man who can't wear his hat properly. Oh!
Penguins, we love penguins.
Oh, tastiest of all the birds.
Are they Springer puppies?
Spaniels, were they? Or
Springer Spaniels.
I only saw it very quickly, but they didn't seem too happy with that man who was sort of all greased up and pouring at them relentlessly.
They were... Well, what I think this story is,
Yes.
is not Jerry Springer and not about a man pouring at the dogs. I think it's about... isn't that... They're little fairy penguins.
Yeah.
And they live at Manly.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of them have got a flap together. It's fine. No, that'd be great.
They are great penguins, but Jason Ackermanis does not want them playing for his football team.
Do you know, I was at the Melbourne Zoo yesterday, true story,
Yeah?
with the vet of the zoo, and I saw those little penguins, and they said they were formerly known as fairy penguins. They have changed the name now to little penguins. That's a true story.
They can't talk.
They are not called fairy penguins anymore.
And no one will call them midgets.
So what are they called now?
Little penguins.
They call
Little
them
penguins.
But what happens when you get one that's not as big as the others, but it's a little penguin?
It's still not a fairy.
It's a little
Littler,
penguin.
little-
Hold me closer, tiny penguin.
They're very cute animals, though.
I saw them yesterday.
They are gorgeous, but like a lot of our most beautiful animals here, they are under threat by introduced species.
Cane toads.
Yes.
Yes.
Foxes.
Stop it.
Yeah. The foxes want the penguins, yeah. And so the idea is they're going to use these dogs to guard the area and to root out the foxes. So the little penguins. I know. That could be fun.
Is that
That's one method of doing
What are the dogs that they get to sleep with the sheep in the sheep herds?
Kiwis.
So
shame, it's a
humans
shame.
can't do a good enough job of protecting the penguins, but we're going to get the cute puppies in to do it instead.
Bring in the spaniels.
Thank you very much. 10 points. They have it. Yes. Two Springer Spaniels called Gus and Katie are being employed to protect Sydney's endangered colony of little penguins.
Little penguins.
Little penguins. As the penguins prepare to breed, the Spaniels are searching for foxholes in the area because nothing puts a penguin off a nice bonk more than being eaten by a fox. Foxes love hunting little penguins during breeding season because if they can catch them at the right moment, they get 2 for 1. Not only do the dogs find the foxholes, they also scare them away because nothing disturbs a fox more than a big, wet spaniel nose in its hole. So far... Bit of maturity, people. So far,
Oh, you started it, miss.
so far, Gus and Katie have taken down several foxes and 3 small nuns. Little nuns. Little nuns. But the penguins don't trust the dogs or the foxes and will be anxious no matter who wins. It's kind of like a federal election. So after one fat and foxy round of Good News Week, the Hooper team are on 10 points, the Robbins team 10 points. Coming up, it's going to get furry. During the break, as we watch some penguins get it on, both teams were given 3 clues to a recent strange but true story. Hooper, Anderson and Perrette have false teeth. False
What's
teeth.
that? Oh,
Are they sanitary? Am I allowed to?
Yes, yes, of course they're sanitary. Yeah, good, yeah.
And now we all know what Claire would look like if she was British.
I was just thinking she looked like Tori Spelling.
Actually, be careful. Laurie Oakes wants them back.
They didn't taste good.
You know when you said, are they sanitised, is it safe? And I said, yes, I may have lied.
I would suggest that sanitised...
Yeah, he's touching them.
I would suggest that proper false teeth don't have gaffer tape on them.
Seriously, they're taped together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you make of that, Pauley?
I would. Well, I could pull some prints off the gaff tape.
Yeah, pull some prints off the gaff. I love it.
I totally could. And you know, bite mark evidence.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
Well, Claire's bitten into them, so it's probably
Well,
Claire.
it was her.
We also have bouncy things. Bouncy things, apparently.
This? Or I assume it's...
I wonder if I can get that in my mouth.
I assume it's this way up, and they're the sort of ear things. Either that or his nipples are really erect.
Milk the space alien.
Are you supposed to be able to bounce around on that?
Yeah, apparently.
Go on.
I'm not saying I could.
Go on, go on.
We're not here for your entertainment, people.
He can sing Morrissey or Vanilla Ice while he does it.
Yeah. The weird thing is that last time I had blue balls between my leg was high school. So.
What?
And finally, we have this.
You know what? He's not going to do the Vanilla Ice or Morrissey, so you're going to have to sing, Paul.
No, I can't.
Yes,
I can't
you
sing.
can.
No,
Come
I
on.
can't sing.
Come on.
I can't, no.
You know what? There was a rumor going around about your singing, and you can't leave me. I can't leave Australia without some proof, one way or the other. Come on.
I can't.
Oh, you mean
The
how I-
audience-
Come on.
Would that be the rumour that only Labradors can hear certain notes?
The end has come and found us here, with our toys scattered all around us here. Where's the playground, Susie? You're the one who's supposed to know her way around. Where's the playground, Susie? If I don't stay around, if I don't stay around, where's the playground, Susie?
That was beautiful.
And Robbins, Ellis and Jay have A Bride of Christ.
Mary McKillops going to let herself go.
Shit! Would you do that to a real fucking nun?
Hey. Language, nunny,
What?
language.
Yeah?
Do that again without the rude word.
Okay. Oh! Would you do that to a real nun?
Yeah, that was good. Can we try it just once more? Just maybe instead of the rude word, maybe the word bloody. Bloody nun. Just one more crack of the old elastic on the cheeky boom. Let's just hear it. Oh, I get a bit scared now.
You wouldn't do that to a real bloody nun, would you?
Yeah, she runs over kangaroos.
Yeah. And you're a cockhead.
You do still, however, look sexier than Mary McKillop, which is impressive.
That little penguin is not that little.
Yeah, come here, Fox, I'll have you.
I don't think the flying nun's going to get off the ground. OK, we're going to move along now. A therapeutic product.
This is for beauty treatments and stuff.
Guacamole?
Like that. And it's like it's mud for your face.
Oh, great.
And stuff. And I was supposed to put on like a hat, but...
Oh, no, that'd be demeaning.
That would be demeaning, so I liked it.
And finally, we have this.
Paul, after hearing you sing, I don't want to sing on my own. If it's OK with you, I should like to ask a friend of mine to help me sing this song.
Of course.
Please welcome Randy, ladies and gentlemen.
Randy?
Hey! How are you, man?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Yeah.
It's been a little while.
Ready for this?
Working 9 to 5.
What a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taken and no given. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. Hey. 9 to 5 for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a fair promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me. Yeah. Your boss does hate me. He hates me. Hey, Paul, how are you?
I'm very well, Randy. And yourself?
I'm all right.
You're looking good.
It's the studio lighting. It does wonders for my purple complexion.
Hey, congratulations on the award in Melbourne during the comedy festival.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
It was delightful. Surprising and delightful.
You've been together now for quite some time, haven't you? How many shows have you done?
In the hundreds, sadly.
Yeah. We spent quite a bit of time in this sort of configuration. I'm not so good on the piano, though. Not getting a lot out of that sucker.
It's all right.
You do a good job, though. Hey, there you go. Look at that. Hands. Yeah, opposable thumbs. Not little weird purple sausage things.
Well, it's an absolute joy to have you here, Randy. Will you be staying around for the rest of the show, or is that it for you?
I might come back later if that's cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're happy with that idea?
Hey, thank you.
See you soon.
Cheers, man. Yeah. Sit down.
Thank Randy and Sammy J. More hot puppet action at the end of the show. Now to the game called Giving Headline. Hooper team, explain this, if you please. Style tips, a sinister sister act. What's it about?
Pauley?
Sister Act, I was thinking Whoopi Goldberg wearing the hat that he had on in the movie. That's how as far as I got, but I forgot that I was on a TV show. I was just in my own kind of... Hi. I don't think that's the right answer, so go ahead.
I don't know this story. I can imagine it's some sort of sister is asleep and home, given it the Shane Warne treatment. The other sister woke up and went, "What have you done to me?"
You're getting pretty close.
I think it's, I think sister might be sister. Like it's women.
Thank you.
And I'm going to go with the style tips is...
It's a sinister thing. So the sisters are sinister about their style tips.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm on NCIS. This is awesome. We are so solving a crime right now. This is awesome. I'm going to get you a big slushy. It's brilliant. Let's do it.
That's, it's just sinister sisters are not being so sisterly with their...
Yeah, right.
I think that's pretty much what it is. There's been a study that shows that when women give each other advice, I'm guessing on style and fashion and that sort of thing, when it sounds like it's going to be nice advice, it might not always be the nicest advice that they're giving them. They might be going, no, Lady Gaga, that plastic bag on your head looks fantastic.
They do have it. 5 points, ladies and gentlemen, for that one. See if you can get this one with your...
There's more, okay.
Your logic. than your powers of deduction. Grim Eater foiled.
I know this one. For real, I know this one. Didn't know the last one at all. But there was the guy that was crashing funerals and stealing hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah. This guy, this guy in Wellington in New Zealand has been going to 4 or 5 funerals a week for the snacks.
Yes.
He's been going to. He's like a funeral crasher, which is good because black is slimming. So it's fine. But apparently he just goes for the food to these things. He goes, now that you've fried up the person, could you fry us up some chicken?
I don't think it's so bad because like he gets snacks and whoever's passed away gets to look more popular than they actually were. Like there's no losers.
Oh, so it wasn't like the wedding crashes where they were trying to pick up chicks. He wasn't trying to pick up or anything.
Come on. Widows are up for anything.
He was also loading up with a bit of the food and taking it out the door as well. So that seemed a little bit uncharitable.
Outstanding.
Something to aspire to, Mikey? And the final one, chocolate fights age. What's that about?
It's more than, I mean, it's obvious, but it's a particular chocolate has been developed that's absolutely loaded with antioxidants and supposedly does actually promote more youthful, elastic skin. So it's a skincare chocolate.
Elastic skin?
Yeah.
Like
elastic.
Rubber Man and stuff.
Not exactly.
Can't
So
be
you know,
awesome,
but you know
won't
when
you,
you if you pull an old person's skin, it tears.
Oh.
It's like it bounces back.
No!
Oh, please.
How would I know that?
So that's why you stopped being a nurse.
Yeah, Fiona O'Loughlin taught me that.
If you pull an old person's skin,
It's because it's actually called elastin, and the elastin has worn down in the skin, and that gives its
it doesn't have a bounce back.
elasticity, so it doesn't go back together. It's the breaking down of elastin, which she's saying this certain kind of chocolate
Apparently promotes.
so is that why they're like
replenish-
you're wrinkly because it breaks down?
because it's a breaking down of elastin. in your skin.
Wow, I've got to give my scrotum some chocolate.
I think, you know what? I tell you what, when you just abused your scrotum and then don't talk to it afterwards, it probably needs some chocolate.
Then it literally would be a lolly bag.
Let's go with her first answer.
I'm going to leave it there because we have a guest.
Yeah. You know, there's a glass and a half of full cream.
15 points, ladies and gentlemen. Make them stop. The world's largest chocolate maker claims to have come up with a bar that fights wrinkles and slows aging. Well, I believe them. Don't you? At last, fatties can look smoother and younger. A Swiss company has developed a way of preserving the antioxidants in the cocoa beans during the chocolate making process. Regular consumption not only slows aging, it gives you a delicious chocolatey feeling. Eat enough and you'll be the youngest looking acne-ridden blob in the dementia ward. Ready to give some good headline, Robin's team?
Yes!
Yeah. Ministers go for a quiet drive.
Looks like Kevin Rudd sort of piled everyone to a minivan and said, so how are we all feeling about the election?
I thought it might have been something to do with the New South Wales ministers because there's not very many of them left. So they get in the car, it's a pretty quiet old drive.
I think it's actually got more to do with the whole, going green. Seeing as we can't have an emissions trading scheme, they're talking about getting some more hybrid cars to drive the ministers around in. So they're quieter cars, they're electric cars. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh. Right, so we don't get any input.
That's it.
That is right, so they get 5 points. Brit hot on ice ending.
We all knew she'd go that way.
I thought this might have been about the London Olympics. They might have had an ice-capade sort of closing ceremony.
Would that be Brits then? Brits hot on?
Oh, grammar.
Are you suggesting it could be Ms Spears herself?
Oh, that Brit.
So she's decided to mime ice skating now. Fantastic. I think that once again, during the week, she came out and said, because Walt Disney has famously Yeah.
Frozen?
Frozen.
Oh, cryogenics.
Yeah, Walt Disney's Frozen.
Brittany does make me cryogenic. I see her.
And Brittany's now said that she wants to be put into the deep freeze when she passes away, so future generations can defrost her and be scared.
Oh, that would be amazing if so. Imagine her waking up next to Walt Disney and going, how much did I drink last night?
5 points, they do have it. Brittany on ice. And the final one for you, a case of sheer idiocy.
It's a new beer. I've 2 cases of sheer idiocy, mate.
That would sell in this country. That would sell like hotcakes in this country.
Oh, I know what this one is.
Yeah?
It's in New Zealand. It's sheep because it's to do with sheep. And these blokes in New Zealand stole 14 sheep and put them in a car.
No.
And the police caught them while they were driving.
Well, they thought they'd cunningly disguise them as car seat covers. Yeah, so they piled them into a car and they just rammed them in.
Thank you, rammed them in. Mikey Robbins with the gold. Yes, a couple of New Zealand criminals who stole 14 sheep were caught with the animals in their car. They would have got away with it too, except they had a car full of sheep. 14 sheep in New Zealand, that's technically a harem. It's their idea of pimp my ride. It was a case of wham bam, thank you, lamb. They wanted front and side airbags. Once a jolly swagman, now a couple of Kiwis. The arresting officer said, "You guys, out of the car. Now you. After the break, we bring in the couch.
It's Good News Week. It's Good News Week.
This is Couch Potato, where we put our guests on the soft black leather spot. Sammy J, come and join us.
I presume this is for me.
Yeah, that's all laid out for you there. You comfortable in that position?
Reasonably.
Oh, good, okay. Should we start with word association?
Let's do
See
it.
where that gets us. School!
Tamagotchi.
Is that the name of your school?
They used to just, lock us up and then feed us. And if they didn't play with us, we'd die.
Was that the Maris brothers? Nicknames?
Sammy J.
Puppets?
Lucrative.
Randy?
What?
Oh!
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Good to have you.
What's up?
Well, I should ask you, I suppose. Puppets?
Yep.
Word association, just so
Oh,
it
right.
comes into
Sorry, I
your
missed
head.
the premise. I was just down here having a...
School?
Expensive.
Nicknames?
Turtle. God knows why.
Puppets?
Turtle.
Randy?
Turtle. I don't know what he's talking
Good. No,
about.
it's all fine.
Okay. Opening?
Painful.
Dry cleaners?
Also very painful. Will thought it was funny. I love your work, by the way.
He can see your ass.
Miss Piggy?
Paris.
And Sammy J, Miss Piggy?
Paris also. Great night.
Crazy times!
It must be a word for what you're describing, but I'm not quite sure what it is. Carpet burns for you, I suspect. Legs?
Again,
They're just amazing.
they
Great
are
to have.
good.
How are your legs, Randy?
Non-existent at this point. I can do this, look.
Oh, that's a little bit disturbing.
There's like one of those escalator airport sort of...
Love.
Come over here. Give me some love. Come on. Give me.
It's getting a bit Miss Piggy on you now.
Stranger, yeah.
Paris.
I think Paris is calling. I think you feel so gorgeous and soft. Yeah. Should we go a little deeper?
I think
Randy?
so. Yeah. Let's do it.
Sammy, does it worry you that with all this attention, Randy might get a big head?
Yeah, but I just unzip it and take the stuffing out.
Yeah. I was hoping it might go to my neck. That's not quite as scrotal.
Are either of you concerned about the obvious homoerotic subtext of your relationship?
Homoerotic?
Not
Do
sure.
you think we've got homoerotic tendencies?
I'm not sure. He was the one leering at you before.
I know, he came over. You're the one that hugged me, man!
I enjoyed it as well.
Really?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Well, maybe this is an opportunity for you to talk to me about your homoerotic tendencies towards me.
Well, yeah. Yeah, all right. No, it was quite nice. I enjoyed it.
Sweet.
I wouldn't mind a little bit more of it.
Really?
Yeah.
The tank is full, my friend.
Technically,
The tank is full.
it is a bit weird, but it's incredibly lovely to touch you.
Have you ever...
It's nice.
I'm not
It's
sure
nice.
whether we...
Yeah. All right. That's
Don't go.
That's quite enough of that, fella.
Don't.
All righty. Thank you very much.
Come back.
You're not in the AFL, are you? What?
That was an amazing laugh. Did you hear that? Did you hear that one, Sammy?
I did.
Some sort of macaw.
How do you go with groupies?
We tend to go after them, actually.
Yeah, it's awkward.
Yeah. At the Adelaide Fringe Festival this year, we've just done our show.
Oh, no, don't tell this story.
Okay, I won't.
No, go on.
No, well, and there was this woman, remember?
Yeah, I did.
Not her name, but she came back to our hotel room. we drugged her so
Drugged
bad.
her and just...
Dark area there, fellas. Has anything ever come between you? People.
Sorry.
Is there something you've always wanted to say to each other on national television?
Randy, are you thirsty?
Maybe a little.
You're biting.
Would you please thank Sammy J and Randy? Next up on the couch, Pauley, Perrette.
It's good news week.
The couch is calling you, Pauley, Perrette. Pauley, Perrette. Sit on the couch and... Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. Is there anything you want to talk about before we start? Should we just get cracking into it, or...?
Yeah, there was this one time when I was like 7, and no.
Have you ever done this? Have you ever been on the couch? Is it something you do? Because in America you do it, don't you? The therapy sort of thing.
Are you mean like everybody's doing it? Like it's the new hip?
I know, I thought it was the...
Hey guys, you want to go to therapy?
Yeah.
Yes, we're Americans.
Oh, sorry. I maybe have some stereotypical ideas about your
Perhaps.
universe that tend to differ from reality.
Yeah.
You know. Have you got a puppet with you?
If it helps, I'm willing to pretend to be a puppet and Claire can put her hand up my bum.
So the answer is yes, I do.
Okay, great. We're going to start with word association. Abby?
Oh, okay. The spiderweb tattoo is not real. The boots are not uncomfortable. Café is not a real drink, and it's actually has cranberry juice in it. I have no idea what's going to happen with her and McGee. I believe that Gibbs is like a father figure to her, and yes, it's still fun after 7 seasons. That's the first thing I thought of.
Celebrity.
Oh, man. That's a tough one.
Is it weird for you?
Yeah, it's weird. It's totally weird. But you
Is
got to
it weird
keep it.
with all these people watching you?
What people?
These ones.
I'm in my own little.
Oh, okay.
No, it's good. You know, and it's good as long as you can do your job and continue to have fun at it, and never ever end up as the butt of a joke on a celebrity game show, TV show in Australia. You're good.
Have you been the butt of a joke yet?
No.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, I mean. Tattoo.
Yes, many.
Can we see some of your tats? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You're into symbols, man.
Yeah.
Doing the symbol thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's some symbols, there's some
What do they
words.
all mean?
There's some. What do they all mean?
Pauley, P.
This is that's what my friends call me P.
Yeah.
That's pretty simple. P.
I like some of the other ones up here.
Yeah. They're all over the place. I have on my back and yeah. But the spiderweb tattoo, not real, and the giant cross that Abby has on her back, not real.
I see. Do they take long?
Do you have any
to put on?
tattoos?
No, God no.
Are you telling the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would I do that to my body? This is a beautiful vehicle. It's a transport for this wondrous mind. I would never ink it up. Also, drawing, you know, it's one of those things, you look at a drawing one day and think, oh, that's a gorgeous drawing. Look at that. That painting by Raphael, that's what a gorgeous thing. I'd like to have that on my thigh. And the next day I go, oh my God, what the hell is that? I don't like that, I'm over Raphael.
So you do have a tattoo on your thigh?
I don't.
I've seen his thighs. You'd have to mow them first.
It's hard, I'm quite hirsute. So, you know, you'd have to, yeah, you got to get in there with a razor, cut all the hair away before you got to the skin. It's quite dense, it's like a big hedge growing all over my body. Love?
Love the fact that I had no idea I was going to be sitting on this couch and I wear jeans and not a short skirt. Love.
Oh. We're going to go a little bit deeper. You've lived in Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, New York, New Jersey, and California.
Way more than that, but that's a short list, yeah.
What's your favourite state?
You know, after living all over the place, I figured out, I would say state of mind.
Great.
So whichever of those places I was at when it was a good night.
Yeah. And just following on from that, what's your favourite country? It's going to be on YouTube forever.
Whichever country I'm in when it's a really good night.
What's the worst thing about being an international TV star?
First of all, my dad called me Abby the other day. That's true, and I don't really solve crimes, and I'm not as smart as that, and yeah, though there's a lot of...
People's perceptions about you
Yeah.
that they bring when they meet you.
Yeah, but you know, the other thing is my character hugs everyone, so often complete strangers hug me, and...
That happens to me as well.
Right. And then Michael Weatherly's character, Genozo, yay, his character always gets slapped on the back of the head, so complete strangers are slapped on the back of the head. And I always thought that he had it worse. I was like, wow, that's really, to get just slapped on the back of the head. But then I thought, you know, depending on the hug, mine could be a little bit creepy.
I find the hug creepy. It's over-familiar, especially when you don't know someone, when someone just approaches and hugs you, you know. Mm-hmm. And they profess undying love for you and shit like that. I hate it.
You know what? We're totally cool about you doing that to me earlier. It was fine. I didn't in the elevator. We're good.
What's it like seeing yourself as a Halloween costume?
Technically, it's Abby. I mean, I think when people, especially the men with the beards, are wandering around dressed like Abby, it certainly makes me more comfortable when it is Halloween, as opposed to like a random Tuesday or something. Yeah.
Sunset.
And they're not following me around, you know, like 10 or 12 of them in time.
Yeah.
In lab coats.
That's unsettling.
Dog collars.
Unsettling.
Yeah.
What do you think heaven is like?
Oh boy. Hopefully really, really quiet.
It's a place where nothing ever happens.
You're not the first person to say that.
No.
Smack him!
You know that song, Heaven, Heaven is a place where nothing... We're tying it back
I
in,
actually
people.
didn't know that it had become a song, but that was actually that's a
talking head song.
quote. No, but I mean the beginning of that was
right.
was an old famous quote. Heaven is a place where nothing ever happens. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I like it.
How many
feel
times have you
cleansed?
lied?
Hey, I lie all the time.
Okay. So you do have that
Pathological lie.
tattoo on your thigh. I knew
Yeah,
it.
I got them everywhere. They look like hair. Ladies and gentlemen, Pauley Perrette, please thank her. Thank her so much. Coming up, the bin. There's the 7 things for the bin because it's better out than in. Claire Hooper.
All right, I'll just start by saying, look, I'm going to chuck BP in, and I'm not sure exactly what's happened. All I know is I went to fill up my car with petrol, and it was full of seabirds. There should be standards.
Barack Obama. Ooh. No.
Hang on.
No, right now there's a little man in Canberra who's crying his eyes out. You teased, you said you'd come, you had a crisis. Should you come again? A crisis. Kevy loves you. Call him.
Sammy J.
Yeah, I just want to put in Blu-ray DVDs. They've had 5 years to capture market share. They have spectacularly failed. They take up one rack in my DVD store. Either take off or piss off. Never very good at sport. That was me in high school.
Do you have any idea how embarrassing that is in front of Liz Ellis?
It's okay, Mikey. I never once trained trying to throw a magazine into a bin, so you don't look that stupid at all. But while we're at it, I'm going to put women's sport in the bin.
What?
I know.
Why women's sport?
Well, because I don't like the term women's sport. It makes it sound like crochet, you know, it's something that the little ladies get out and do occasionally. No, it's women playing sport. For example, the Matildas are the only Australian football team to have ever won anything. So, it's not women's sport, it's just sport played by chicks who are good at it.
Anybody else? Anybody else got anything for the bin?
Reality television contestants who talk about their journey. It's been such a beautiful journey. I've been on this journey. You haven't been on a journey. You didn't go anywhere. You baked a freaking cake in a kitchen. That's all that happened. I made a toasted sandwich last night. I did not need my passport.
Oh, the anger, the rage.
Yeah, up until recently, I was blissfully uninformed on the rampant state of female bladder control in this country. But there's an ad on every 10 minutes with 4 women getting out of a car and one of them's had a piss. In fact, if I was to make this audience laugh right now, according to this ad, there should be streams of urine cascading towards me. God bless you, buy the product, but I don't need it while I'm having my tea.
Hang on. Really trying to.
I know.
Follow through.
Okay, here we go. Well, I want to put the Socceroos into the bin.
Oh, hang on. Here you go. Here's the World Cup.
Oh,
That's the Socceroo World Cup. Unless they win, in which case, misunderstanding, very proud of you.
Ralph Magazine.
Oh, come on!
No.
Ralph Magazine, which I don't even have one of. And you know why? Because they're not making Ralph Magazine anymore. Ralph Magazine is now only going to be an online magazine.
Yes! How will I poo?
That's what the iPad is for.
The same way you usually do when you laugh. Ralph Magazine have decided the best place for their magazine is online. Yes, that's what the internet needs, Ralph Magazine. Scantily clad women. Well done.
Look, I normally don't do this, but I'm over my peripheral vision. Quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of it. I'm always seeing things out of the corner of my eye. I'm bored with it. I want surprise again in my life. I want someone to be standing right there for me to go, where did you come from? I'm over peripheral vision. Sick of it.
All right, I'm going to I'm going to do it. I'm going to throw Sex and the City in the bin. It makes me feel conflicted as a woman because I go, well, I am one, but I'm looking at them and I hate them. It makes me feel conflicted because I suspect there might be something more to life than liking shoes and talking about penises. And I also feel conflicted because I'm pretty sure I'm going to go watch it. Damn it! Damn it!
Anyone have anything else for the bin? You feel like purging anything, Pauley?
Onions. I hate onions.
Chuck them in the bin.
Don't miss
And they're everywhere. They're on everything. So I'm gonna. I hate onions.
Oh, me.
That's right. Sneak into all the foods.
Or chives or some in the onion family. They're just everywhere. But no longer now they're in the bin.
And you can't even feed your dog leftovers because they're not allowed to eat onions.
That's right.
What does it do? Make them explode?
Or grapes or nuts. There's a lot of things that you're not supposed to feed your dog. But I don't think that people should be feeding people onions.
Actually, as I found the other day too, the other thing you shouldn't feed your cat is penguins. Big fine.
Are penguins like poultry? Because you can feed your cats and dogs uncooked poultry. But, like, are you talking raw penguins or...?
I don't think it was on the cat's behalf.
Okay. I thought the penguin's behalf.
On the penguin's behalf.
Sorry, my mistake.
See, at least I remember the start of the show.
Yeah, but I can get stuff in the bin from a distance.
Let's not make it a male-female competition.
Oh, here we go.
It's a male sport. Here goes a male
Here we
sport.
go.
That's it, I'm calling it. That's it, it's over. It's over, we're done. Strange but True is next. Watch out, watch out.
It's good news week.
Strange but True, the final countdown. Mikey, Liz, Sammy, your clues were the nun.
Go to church.
We also have the mud.
And I got in trouble last time I stuck it on people's faces.
We could put it on your face.
No, you couldn't. Wow. And then there's like towels. So, you know, when you have a massage and you get a towel, and that's enough.
That's it.
Yeah, and so it's beauty therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And finally we have this.
Randy!
Hey! Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition, yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Said I'm behind in a hook, then here it is. Heard of a hot hip hoop, hot in there, time to go 9 to 5.
Randy, Randy, did you get the lyrics that I emailed you?
Yes, I did.
Yep. Did you learn them?
No, I didn't. I got the chorus down, but I didn't know about the...
Why didn't you learn them? You were meant to learn them for today, for Good News Week.
I was busy. Working 9 to 5.
What a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taken and no given. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you
9 to 5. For service and devotion, you would think that I would deserve fair promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get everybody in. 9 to 5. Hey, come on, people! 9 to 5. Everybody!
yeah!
9 to 5. Yeah! Just the nuns!
It's enough to drive you
Crazy if you let it.
What's the story? What's the story? What's the story?
How good it was to see Moby back behind a keyboard.
It's been too long.
I was thinking more it's good that you've given Peter Garrett back his job.
Well, he's a fine man to work with. It's okay. It's okay, man. I've never actually worked 9 to 5, so I couldn't relate to that song too well. He used to work 9 till 1 at Target.
So the story.
The story comes from Austria.
Oh, so it's got nothing to do with penguins.
Do they have penguins in Austria? Probably at the Vienna Zoo. There aren't as many nuns as there used to be. Because, like that other black and white creature, the panda, they're just not breeding.
We've obviously got to get them in captivity and make them.
I know. Just get some nuns, some bamboo, and away you go.
Do you know, to make pandas mate, they have to show the boy panda porn. I do, to get him in the mood.
I reckon your husband's just told you that.
It's good enough for the pandas, love. Come on.
I feel like an idiot.
So you think this? Did you say Austria? Did you?
Austria, yeah. Which is bizarre, 'cause that's where Maria came from. How do you solve the problem?
And are they being beauticians?
Well, that's the thing. Let's face it, you've got some of those beautiful old convents dating back to the 15th, 16th century. Lovely grounds. A couple of nuns running around, not making as much money as they used to. But they got soft and gentle hands, nuns, and don't ask me how I know. But they're talking about opening, well, they have opened a day spa.
Oh, like a nun day spa.
A nun day spa.
And is that why they're working 9 to 5? They've got a business. It's a full-time business.
Shouldn't they just cut the nun part out, and if they really want to be beauticians, just leave the church?
Well, I think there's the whole sort of, being married to God thing, which comes first.
Okay.
Then there's the 4 Brazilians. So who cares? So you can go along and get a calming massage from a nun, which is just going to freak out so many Catholics.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Nun massages.
Nun massage.
They have it, 10 points. Yes, as a way to make ends meet, a group of Austrian nuns has set up a massage service. They live by one motto: what would Jesus rub? The sisters...
Rubbing it is the best way to get it to rise again.
I tell you what, though, if it's taking 3 days, you better think...
The sisters...
Yes!
The sisters are doing massages to raise some extra money. Most days, their vow of silence is broken with, oh, my. The convent health spa also offers therapies with high-pressure jets of mineral water.
That's just so wrong.
That is crazy wrong, isn't it? They even have a scantily clad novice standing out the front telling passers-by, Jesus love you long time. Is that wrong? Is that bad? The sisters charge $175 a night, less if you want a massage. More if you want a sister act or a Holy Trinity.
You are going to burn in hell.
Don't move. More strange but true. Coming right up. Time to unscramble those strange but true clues. Claire, Will, Pauley, you had the false teeth. We also have the bouncy thing.
There's an actual name for that.
There's extras behind here.
A space hopper.
Do it. Go on it. I want to see what they look like.
Oh, wow.
It's so much better as an adult. Got all that weight behind it.
How good would it be if that's how they did the lotto?
And this beautiful song that I sing.
The end has come and found us here with our toys scattered all around us here. The puzzle that we never found an answer for. Still us as darling just what all the games are for. And here we stand in a box of sand. Where's the playground, Susie? You're the one who's supposed to know her way around.
stay around, if I don't stay around, where's the playground, Susie?
He's still got it, kids. Rush out and buy his last CD.
Yeah.
Do we have an answer to the
I always
question?
forget that we got the story.
Yep, we got the story.
But there was word that it was coming for a long time, but now it's come to London. But I think they do it all over the world. But there is a seniors playground in London.
Yeah, basically it's to get old people to exercise, so they've set up like a children's playground that old people can go to, which is really confusing for the neighbourhood pervert when he goes down to check out the playground and they're all older than he is. But they play lots of basically children's games, but they adapt them for the
older
elderly,
citizens.
basically. Hide and seek, which is just hide from the person who's got cataracts. Tunnel ball, but it's just with an old man's scrotum.
Or either that or totem tennis.
Yep. All the women just stand over the sandpit and laugh.
Oh, for shame at you laughing at that. They have it, ladies and gentlemen, 10 points. As part of a campaign to help older people get fit, Hyde Park has opened Britain's first seniors playground. Look at the joy. Look at the wonderful joy. Finally, a playground where strange old men can loiter without being arrested. Kids can use it too, they just don't want to. The idea is the exercise playground helps elderly patients recover from operations and injury caused by the last time they visited the exercise playground. The walking machine's very popular, as is the stationary bike. Although there are fears if a youth gang attacks the park, some seniors will forget the bike is stationary and try to ride to safety. Some of the oldies exercise at a leisurely pace, others at a cracking pace, although that's probably due to the osteoporosis. Here we go, the game all the scrubbers love, Richard Pratt's Fast Money. And tonight, in honour of Pauley, all the questions come from the exciting world of American law enforcement. In Miami, a police officer was called to a city intersection after a 2.5-metre alligator was spotted. What did he do?
I know this one. Do you know this? Handcuffed the alligator, I believe.
Yes, that's it. Yep. In Oklahoma...
Yes, baby.
Convicts are complaining after their standard orange jumpsuits were replaced with new uniforms. Why are the prisoners unhappy?
Because the tops are pink.
Yes.
And the bottom...
It's not there.
No, there's not. The bottoms are yellow and white. They look like they're from Darrell Lee.
Yeah, they say they look more like clowns than criminals. Oh, diddums. In Missouri, a woman under the influence of drugs was arrested after trying to run over a man. When she got her one phone call, what did she do?
She called him and she continued to yell at him.
Thank you very much. In Florida, a very intoxicated 32-year-old man was arrested for repeatedly calling 911. What was his emergency?
His mother wouldn't bring him another beer. Outstanding.
OK, open this one. This one's for anyone. In upstate New York, 4 teenagers driving through a small town crashed after the 19-year-old behind the wheel fainted. What caused him to pass out?
Holding their breath. And he fainted.
Well, there's a lot of pollution in New York.
Yes. Doesn't everyone do that through the Sydney Harbour Tunnel? Or maybe they don't.
I was actually getting a lift from a friend of mine, and as we're halfway through the tunnel, she went, "How am I going? I've got my eyes shut. I don't like doing this."
Through the tunnel?
Yeah.
Although I have heard the expression, "I've got my eyes shut, I don't like doing this," quite a lot in my...
So in the laboratory tonight, Claire Hooper, Will Anderson and Pauley Perrette scored a forensic 83 points. Cracking Mikey Robbins, Liz Ellis and Sammy J on 78 points. They were robbed. Doesn't even make sense to me sometimes.
You little stinker.
Even though I didn't know one of the American law enforcement stories, and you guys did.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Unfortunately,
Thank you.
our points were adjusted against the dollar.
Oh.
10.com.au/GNW is the address. If you want to get the podcast, go behind the scenes, or wish us luck as we burn in hell. So we say, overtaking sheep, use the right lane, and leave you with the good news for the week ahead. Tomorrow, the CEO of Screen Australia will speak on developments in the film industry, like saving money by re-editing old movies to make new ones. First up, Mad Max, Queen of the Desert. Nicole Kidman will turn 43. Nonetheless, I'd still do her from behind. Yes. Why would I? Yes, our Nick is 43, 1, 3, 6 or 8, depending on which bit of you you're talking about. Salman Rushdie will turn 63. Bit of a slap in the face to the fatwa, that. Prince William will turn 28. Nonetheless, I'd still do him from behind. Sunday is the start of Drug Action Week. Don't just sit there on the couch wishing you were having another bong. Do it! And Sir Paul McCartney will turn 68. Nonetheless! Good night. Thank you.